Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are gonna look back on two products that I've reviewed in the past, and I'm gonna give you my long-term update. Those two products are gonna be the Bluesound Node 2i network streamer and the SVS SB-3000 subwoofer. So let's talk about the streamer first. The Bluesound Node 2i. It was $499 back when I first bought it. The price has since gone up to $549. Is it worth it at its new price? Hell yeah, it's worth it at its new price. It's an amazing piece and still an integral part of my sound system. Some of you guys in the comments have said that the internal DAC is perhaps holding me back. Maybe it is, I don't know. I don't feel like it's holding me back, but I did order a Modius, so we'll find out. You know what I mean? It's a $200 DAC. We'll find out if it's really an upgrade for it or not. But software is great. The unit itself is great. And let me talk about the software for a second because, the software traditionally has been a little bit buggy, but I think a lot of people watching these reviews misunderstand because almost every reviewer has talked about the minor bugs in the software. I think some of you guys watching the video think the software is horrendous because I've seen comments of people saying stuff like, oh, I would totally buy the Node 2i, but it has buggy software. Guys, you are totally misunderstanding. Let me be clear. The software for the Node 2i is among the best for network streamers, okay? It has occasional bugs that are incredibly minor and just hardly an inconvenience at all. Just as a reviewer, when we experience a bug, we mention it. It does not happen that frequently. Maybe once a month, I'll go to play a track and it'll be like, nah fam, not connecting. I'll exit the app, reload the app, works like a champ. It's not in any way a deal breaker, guys. I don't know if you've seen the software for some of these other streamers. The Node 2i Blue OS software is great. It's just about as buggy as any other piece of software. Guys, my iPhone is $1,250. It's a little buggy sometimes. No one says the iPhone is crap unless you have Android, but that's a whole nother story. We're not gonna get into that. My point is, don't not buy the Bluesound Node 2i network streamer because you think the software is bad. It's not. It's incredibly good. It's just like any piece of software. It does weird stuff occasionally. Who cares? It's not a big deal. I love mine. I would not be without it. If it broke today, I would just buy another one. That's how much I like it, okay? It has tons of features. It has its own subwoofer output if you don't have that. It has built-in digital equalizers, as an Ethernet port on the back, coax if you want to use your own DAC, and just all kinds of stuff, guys. It's a great piece for the money. You know, the next good network streamer up is a lot more expensive also. So let's talk about the SVS SB-3000 subwoofer. That's a subwoofer I owned for about a year. I was about this close to upgrading to the SB-4000, and I thought, wait a minute, I've had two SVS subwoofers now. While I did like them a lot, maybe I should try something different. So I did actually end up selling it. Now, I didn't sell it because it was a bad subwoofer. I didn't sell it because I didn't like it, okay? Just to be clear. I sold it for the primary reason that I just wanted to try something different, and it was super overkill for my room. My room's only 10 feet wide, 12 feet deep with 9-foot ceilings. The SVS SB-3000 has 800 watts RMS and is a 13-inch driver. I simply did not need that much power and that much output. I do also believe the subwoofer itself by design is going to be a home theater first, music second type of design, meaning if theater is your primary focus, I don't think you can get more bass for the money in such a small enclosure. I don't. But if you're a music first type of customer, I think you could find more articulation elsewhere for the same money. Maybe not the same maximum output, of course. SVS definitely holds that crown. But something like the REL 1205 or Rhythmic F12 is going to give you a little bit more bass detail and a little bit better integration for the more stereo and audiophile experience. And in fairness, SVS themselves admits they do not design products for people like me who sit in the middle of a perfect speaker triangle. I'm not their target customer. Most of us aren't. Their target customer is actually the more average person that's got a home theater, sitting on a couch with the family, and you just want great bass in every seat, not the overly critical audiophile asshole like most of us, you know what I mean? But it is a great subwoofer. I do miss it sometimes. I do kind of wish I could have just if I had more space, honestly, I would have kept it just for a reference point. I still recommend it to people all the time. It has just such a tremendous amount of output. It is tight, it is quick. And it does get plenty low, you know what I mean? So I do stand behind everything I said in both of those videos, my long-term review of both of those products. And I know if you're wondering how am I doing a long-term review on a product I don't have anymore, I owned it for a year before I sold it, okay? So chill out. But yeah, both products still get 2 thumbs up for me. I still recommend both products all the time to people. Yeah, if you have any questions, we could talk about it in the comments below. And until next time, later.